Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to Romhack Races. I hope you're all doing splendidly. I'm having a great day because I am joined here in the commentator booth, aka my room, by our favorite co-commentator, Mallow the cat, who has decided to get real comfy here on my lap before the start of the race. So I hope you're even half as comfy as he is. We've got a great one tonight. It's 220. I don't know about you. I don't know no snakes. The maker SolveForX back again. We've seen some really impressive stuff from SolveForX in the past, and I'm sure we got something cool here tonight. A little bit more difficult. Overall difficulty tonight, 6 out of 10. Complexity at a 5 out of 10. Execution at a 6 out of 10. 2 sections with a length of 5. So kind of big tonight. Big one, and we will see who's got what it takes. I don't mean to spoil anything, but I think it's all the racers. We've got 9 signed up, and you get to watch them. If you do not know what we're doing here, if you're unfamiliar with what's going on, this is Romhack Races. We do this every Saturday night. Fresh level, Super Mario World Kaizo level, made by someone in the community, tested by our friends behind the scenes, and raced here for all of you. The racers have no clue what they're about to do. This is a sight reading or an improvisation sort of race. It's a little bit distinct from a speed run because they just have to use their skills and wits and things they've already learned. It is going to be a tougher one tonight. So like we always say, consistency and execution are really going to help out. You know, how consistent will the racers be at what they've already learned? They're going to need that for the parts that they need to get to in order to figure out what to do. And with the higher brain factor tonight, they really need that consistency. This level was tested tonight by, well, not tonight, throughout the week. It was tested by Walking Eye, RB Pimlico, Mithrillionaire, Fen, and Kerr. And also Fen helping us out on the restream tonight. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got Cherry, Evie, and Kelgan helping us out scouting tonight. And, of course, Dr. No and D4 always around for help and kindness behind the scenes, doing tech stuff and helping us out. I'm GlitchCat. I will be bringing you the play-by-play. And if you'd like, you can make some noise in chat by a show of emotes. But I'm really here just to sort of back up the racers. They're the stars here. We got Halcyon, B2, Jank Pickle, and Mangor here on your screen to start. I'm looking at the scout tool. There are nine individuals signed up. B2, Ender, Endless Ascent, Halcyon, Jank Pickle, Louie, Mangor, Milgrips, and Prestonator 13. So good luck to everybody. The scouts will be rotating, letting us know who to rotate in if someone's making progress or grabbing a lead or something. Hopefully, we will be able to see everybody's clear and have a really good time doing it. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. SMW Mechanics, what Romhack Races is, just whatever, the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. That one's easy. It's 42. But if you have any hard questions, please feel free to put them in chat. If you want to learn a little bit more, check out romhackraces.com. You can download this patch if you want to play the level for yourself. Check out our whole library of 220 weeks of levels. Jump on our Discord server and talk shop with us and just, hang out. Have a fun time. Maybe, I don't know, maybe get comfy, maybe grab a blanket, make sure you're warm. You're not going to want to miss it. And we're ready to go. If you want, please, it'd be actually great. Feel free to put some emotes from your favorite racers, streamers in chat. If you're here to cheer someone on in particular, that's awesome. We're here to cheer everybody on. That's kind of my job here. It's a race, but it's a community event. So please feel free to make some noise. Let us know how you're doing. Get comfy. I don't know how. That's kind of a paradox. I know, like, get hype and get comfy at the same time. Hype sleep. That's like one of my favorite emotes on Twitch. And I feel like it sounds like a paradox, but it doesn't. It isn't, right? We all know hype sleep. Feel that. So get some hype sleep and I love hype sleep. Great one. Oh yeah, excuse me. Yeah. You're more than welcome to just play. Or yeah, if you make a level, you can. Ooh. I don't. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna go on the assumption that we are. Okay, we're stuck in Mega Overworlds. No, we're back. All right. Hey. All right. I'm gonna go on the assumption that we are on. Sorry if there's a little bit of an interruption. I think we are on the air. We are back. Very good. Welcome back. We got a level here. We got Halcyon, B2, Jank Pickle, and Mangort, and we have got these freaking snake blocks. What in the world is this? SolveForX has cooked up something pretty wild for us here tonight. Snake blocks that sort of move through the death blocks. Halcyon, please direct your attention to the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Sorry, the lower left-hand corner, Jank Pickle. So death blocks kill you, obviously. Brown blocks are safe. Stand on those. Open turn blocks, yellow ones, open the on-off switches, and make your way through here. This is an auto-scroller, but a very kind of a forced one, a fast-moving one, and we're going to get some really, really quick action here. So, yeah, stay alert. Wow, this is fast. I'm loving this action. B2 in the upper right making some progress. Halcyon and Jank Pickle got really far. Right now it's all B2 in the upper right. I really love the motion of this. The snake is speeding up and slowing down. Ooh, okay, yo, B2 with the progress, and we have the lead. So you could say now B2 in the lead, but Halcyon, yep, about to make a change to that. Halcyon, needs both of those grab blocks here. So, yeah, grabbing the... So what are you dying on, right? So the death blocks will kill you if you slip off. And I'm pretty sure that's what Halcyon and most folks in general are dying to. You can be very close to the edge of the snake. The sprites that move it on the front and back of it. And also, yeah, the death blocks are catching up from behind. Good call, good call. This is a fast-moving level. Wow. Yeah, I'm actually trying to kind of pay attention to this too. I definitely see what you mean in chat. Why it looks a little weird that the deaths are happening. So I can tell you, yeah, I get this. I just saw it happen to B2. I was looking for a cause for that. So the front and the back, check for Jank Pickle in the lower left while I tell you. Yo, 2 turn blocks. They could have this. Jank Pickle, ooh, on a read. Yeah, so you want to stay in the middle of the snake. The front and the back of the snake are like a sprite that is moving. And if you're standing on the back end of it, on the moving back end, you'll die because the death blocks are below you. But while it looks like you're still standing on safety, that's what's going on. In reality, you're standing on a sprite that's moving, not necessarily a block. So you're killed by the block beneath you. And that's why it visually looks like you're safe, but you actually die. So these racers are probably learning pretty quickly, stay in the middle. Stay to the middle of the snake, and that will ensure that you don't die. It's a little bit of a weird death, but I think if you've spent any time, even with vanilla SMW, you've gotten to the point where you know that block snakes might catch up with you like that. An interestingly tricky kind of point here. But, yeah, good call on that. Good call, chat. Thanks for helping. You want the job? Y'all can step in. You can be commentary. Hang on, that'd be funny. I don't mean that sarcastically. Halcyon. Oh my word, Halcyon staying alive for a minute there. But yeah, staying to the middle is the play here. Sorry, I didn't mean that sarcastically. I meant like you're doing a good job, chat. Good call. Do you want the job? I didn't mean that like in a mean, sarcastic way. Getting some deep runs here. Halcyon, yeah, needs those 2 turn blocks, and now the shell is hitting the on-off switch at the top there, and they need to jump, obviously, when the floor beneath them is not going to be there. This is a really cool take kind of on the block snake. So in general, block snakes just kind of move. They have a set path. They create, destroy. And in this case, they're kind of being able to move through a line of blocks and temporarily make it safe. Really neat customization. Am I feeling all right? I'm feeling all right. It's a quick level. It's a big night. I'm excited. Are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? Mangort might be feeling all right if they get out. They freaking understand what's up here. Really fast movement, but I don't think a lot... These racers don't really seem to be struggling on any point of understanding. This is just a lot of careful plays here. We've seen a lot of deep runs up to the on-off switch. Jank Pickle, though. We got 9. 9 signed up tonight. Yeah, Mangort. Excuse me. Mangort. Also making their way through to the on-off switch section. We got a 10th at the last minute, too, so there's 10 racers in total. This is where consistency really comes into play, right? Everybody has seen deeper into this level where they need to be, but can they get out? I love this section that Jank Pickle's doing right now. Halcyon just got through. The no blocks will pop the Koopa up, and those on-off switches in particular are activated by sprites. And Halcyon in the upper left. Oh, we've seen that trick before. I like that trick. Halcyon, good run. So they've seen a little bit more. You could say Halcyon's in the lead, but that could also change. This is some really, really cool custom block snake happening. The way it draws the on-off switches in. The Koopa getting popped up there to hit those on-off switches, which are activated by sprites. Really, really cool stuff tonight from SolveForX. All right. I'm trying to refresh. Let's see. B2. I'm refreshing in time for B2 to take a death. I'm not seeing any lead change here, but hopefully now I'm up to speed. Sick. Cool. I had no way of knowing that, so thanks. B2 though. They seem to know. They seem to know what they want here. Halcyon definitely knows what they want. Oh, I know. So these block snakes have this one final kind of weird property. It's not something you see a lot. I actually discovered it. I wasn't the first to use it, but I did discover it on my own when I was making Search for Salmon. And that is, I'm kind of, honestly, I'm not 100% on like the rules for why this works. But if you set up a block snake that's moving in such a way, remember we said the front and the back of the block are a sprite? Halcyon, trying for this again. They want to touch that brown surface. Or maybe they don't. But when they do touch those brown blocks, it will activate that sprite. And if a creating sprite and an eating sprite, those are the two on the snake. If they are allowed to kind of move through something and go into the air, there's a way in which that sprite can just be ejected. And now there is just sort of a magic block kind of floating through the air. You can stand on it, you can run on it, but it has a weird property because it moves out from underneath you. So you can actually, if you land towards the back of it, you can actually run all the way to be able to get P-speed because you're like running forward, but the block is moving forward too. Halcyon should probably know that, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of the racers here have had some experience with that ghost block. But we will see if Halcyon can get back in time or if somebody else can catch up. No lead is safe, and this is where consistency matters so much. Oh, sorry. Sorry, spoke too soon. Yeah, that block was in Invictus. This is Search for Salmon, Invictus. Yeah, right. You see it in the very first level. Yep. But it's not the sort of thing. It's not visually obvious, but it's you can't just jump and then stand there and that block will just move you along. Like you stick to the block and it just flies. You have to keep running, and that can be kind of tricky. Either for people that don't even know that, or if you don't play, it's hard to see that happening in in the gameplay. But it makes running and moving on those a lot more difficult. B2, though, can they get it? B2, DE81. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, coming out ahead of Halcyon and moving into the second section. I feel like I say their whole name. B2DE81. Like I feel like I don't know, like when your parents are like they say your full name. Glitch Cat 7. Like, sorry, we're not mad, we're excited. Vertical section now. Looks like Halcyon's trying to keep up. Maybe. Oof. Rough. And so now, yeah, yikes, things are really going to change here. We've got a vertical section and more eating and creating blocks. So these are kind of fully custom. The vanilla game does kind of more normal things with this sprite, and here they're made to move up and all around. They can kind of cross around. Geez, there's so much magic going on here. It's kind of hard for me to like explain like where it differs from vanilla. Basically, vanilla does none of this. There's hardly anything in vanilla that like can do this, but Halcyon maybe. Oh, nice. Catching up. All right, we've got a race now for sure, and Halcyon moving on to the second section. In the vanilla game, you get these block snakes in Roy's Castle. Famously, you also get them, they come out of blocks sometimes, and you have like the coin snake, and you can turn that into a brown blocks, or you can collect the coins. But yeah, Battle of the Brains here in the second section. They've got the the block snake moving upward, and the purple grab blocks and a switch. So probably want to hit that switch with the grab block and then stand, but then what? So I think, yeah, right now, kind of Halcyon and B2 with the same amount of knowledge and experience, just kind of trying to understand what the heck they want here. Yeah, looks like maybe B2. One grab block to open the red on-off switch blocks above them so they can progress. But then it looks like they may need another one. This is the kind of thing in a race. I'd really like to point this out. You know, if you ever find yourself in a race in a situation like this, and you're thinking, you know, I'm the only one that doesn't know how to do this. No, you're not. Like, definitely no, you're not. Very hardly ever, I would say, is there only like one racer that has a terrible time or like a rough time with something. I think it's bad, right? But they're just having a hard time figuring it out right now. You are never the only one that is worried about it. B2, I love these strats. Okay, yeah. Now what? Oh wow. Oh yeah, though looks like Halcyon also with a good idea. Now this is kind of smart for B2. I think this is pretty smart, actually. They're just going ahead. See how far you can get. See what you can learn. Yeah, they're taking a look at it. Halcyon, though, yeah, with this consistency, they are going to start moving. So, yeah, one grab block goes over to hit the switch, and then grab another block, and then staying in the middle. Wow. This is a really brainy section. Big shout-outs to SolveForX tonight. This is a smart level. Yeah, so this is a kind of a cool, I don't even know if you would call this a tech move, really. But you can grab a grab block as it's positioned in the wall. If you're like, if the wall is made out of grab blocks and you're standing next to it, you can just press into it and pick one out of the wall. And that's kind of how they're doing that. And then turning around quick enough to not fall to their demise. B2, though. I like B2's method for getting both grab blocks. I think theirs might be a little safer. But I don't know. I mean, you know, if it works out every time for you as a player, then who cares? The most dangerous thing could be safe. Yeah, B2 throws one from the wall and then jump grabs with the other one. And I think Halcyon is using a slightly different strat. Yeah, Halcyon jump grabs with the first one and then grabs one out of the wall. But I want to say I think B2 strat is a little safer in this case. But it can be really tough to question what works, right? And I can totally relate to where Halcyon is right now. It's working for them, and they're getting through it, so, you know, don't mess with it. And maybe there's some reason why it wouldn't be the other strat, or maybe you'd waste more time getting different muscle memory. Who knows? And, right, that's just it. Hal is doing very well their way. Like, what's it? Maybe you could do a wrong strat, but if you always get through with it, then it sounds like the right strat to me. You know? The right strat is the one that wins, and the one that wins consistently. Oh, and notice, too, B2 trying to optimize that a little bit more. They threw the they hit the on-off switch on the left, but that caused the pink blocks they were standing in front of to turn solid, and now they're standing in a solid wall, so they get squished and die. And you may find yourself standing inside of a solid wall. You may find yourself on top of a levitating snake of brown blocks. And you may say to yourself, this is not my original vanilla Mario world. This is not the way this worked in Roy's Castle. After days come by. Sorry. True, too. Jank Pickle and Mangord still working tough on this first section. We are only 17 minutes in right now, so this is plenty of time. This is a tough one, and I think for the difficulty that this was ranked at, in general, 6 out of 10. I think we're definitely seeing what a 6 out of 10 looks like here. How much of a lag is there between when an active block hits a spin block and when you can enter the space? You know, that's kind of an interesting question. It's kind of immediately. Like, once it starts rotating, you can go in. Very, very minimal. I think what you might be noticing, yeah, functionally instantaneous. What you might be noticing is that sometimes they don't seem to open the turn block, or they don't seem to be able to get in the thing. And that is a little technicality about throwing items in order to open turn blocks and get through a gate like that. And it's something that, if you've played enough Kaizo, you kind of just know it, and you've died to it enough, or someone's mentioned it. If you are trying to open a turn block and you are right up against it, there's a really good chance that if you have a grab block especially, instead of actually opening the turn block, the game will think that the grab block is actually in the wall when you throw it, so it will just break it. And now the turn block doesn't open at all, and sadly you lose your Mario. So maintaining at least some amount of distance between the turn block and yourself, even if you're in a one-tile gap, you back up just a hair. Even a tiny little hair seems to do the trick. I don't know if there's a minimum, but that might be what you're noticing with the turn blocks. Also, that is just a really tricky maneuver B2 and Halcyon are both tasked with doing, which is throwing. Here, B2's about to try it. Grab that turn block and then throw it. Yeah, they want to throw the turn block from far enough away that they don't do that wall smash that I just mentioned, right? But they also need to be jumping so that they land in the one-tile gap that they've just created. Real tough. Real tough stuff. But Halcyon, yeah, might be a little bit, might be some strats for a stronger play. And we have another contender, Germ Dove, doing the big elbow drop into the lower left-hand corner of the screen. They are also in the second section. And I think they probably got here recently. Our scouts are pretty fast. Big shout-outs to Cherry Evie and Kelgan tonight. But yeah, Halcyon trying to make a little bit more knowledge happen. Trying to do a sort of Bill Nye the Science Guy with this. Love that technique though. B2 really just like, wow. I love their accuracy with that one tile turn block throw. Yeah, true. That is another stipulation on that gap. As B2 opens up that one tile with the turn block, they then have to kind of jump quick enough to be able to make it back onto the snake they just left after that snake has risen past the death blocks. So they sort of want to position, not only do they have to get up there fast, but they want to position their throw higher. And I honestly, just looking at this visually, I didn't actually get a chance to play this. That's a solid shot from B2. Wow. Mangort, let's go. Let's go. We got a four-way. We got a four-way race now. But yeah, you have to position that shot higher. And I think visually that jump looks like it's just, I don't want to say awkward, because awkward would be bad, but it's more difficult than it would be if it were a lower shot. Oh, Halcyon. Yeah. Yeah, and though Halcyon, I like the way they're thinking. So, B2, I think, is going, yeah. B2's a little bit fast here. And they would have the option to ride the block snake up. Once they grab that grab block, they could stand there. Yeah, Halcyon's doing it. And they could stand there and ride up just a little bit more. And what that does, I think, it's hard to just sight read the comparison here, but I think that's allowing Halcyon to place their shot about one block higher more consistently. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Halcyon can open one turn block higher than B2 by standing there and waiting. And look at that read. Wow. That also is a little bit of a difficulty with B2's technique, because B2 is relying on the jump grab, like you mentioned, which is, you can, for those that don't know, if you have a grab block in Mario World, you can pick it up, but it's an object, right? So you can stand on it. So if you're standing on it and you press grab and jump Y, X, and BA, if you press grab and jump on the same frame, you will jump up, but you will also rise while holding the grab block. It's technically a frame precise trick, but it can be on any frame, and you're just pressing two buttons on the same frame. YB, XA, either one will get you there, and you just jump up while you're holding it. You can do that right in the vanilla game. It's just a handy little trick. It's used for all sorts of things, but it's also difficult because you have to press two buttons on the same frame. And the problem for B2 is that by relying on that, which they've changed their strat now, good thinking, but by relying on that block jump, they are adding in just another point of failure. And I don't mean that they call someone bad or anything, but the more inputs you're doing, the more tricky inputs you're doing, the more precise inputs you're relying on, the more points of failure there might be. You're just going to screw up more things. So watch out for that. I always try to suggest eliminate inputs. Favor solutions with the fewest inputs. It's fewer things to mess up. You want to press as few buttons as possible, not more. Fun fact, though, no block jumps. How kind, SolveForX, how kind. Thank you so much for making this, too. Big shout-outs. Can we get some chat hype? SolveForX has really, saw a recent level they jumped in for us to help out, and this one, both have been just exceptionally cool. Halcyon trying to, ooh, no, sorry. So B2, Germdove, Mangort, Halcyon working on the second section. Now remember, we do know that's a new thing with Romhack races. We, the racers, everyone, we know how many sections there are. So they know that this is the last section because they know the numbers too. Mangort and Germdove, too, getting closer. Like, they're reaching the same point of knowledge that Halcyon and B2 have. This is very much a level of consistency. Just how quickly, okay, you've learned it, you got your strat. Can you dial that in quickly? Can you get very consistent and not die at this anymore? Or maybe it'll take some extra time. Do you need to take some extra time to fix your strat? We've seen that both from Halcyon and from B2 in parts, where they started out doing one thing, and it might, maybe it's dangerous in a race. It costs time to fix your strat. But, what are you going to do? What's the play? Number of sections, I think, would include number of significant sections. If there's a checkpoint room or something, I think we would just, like an incidental room between two big sections, I feel like we would just count that as 2 sections, not 3. That system that we've adopted is kind of new. Yeah, gold tape room, tutorial room, that wouldn't count. Like significant sections that matter to the race. Is it a biathlon, a triathlon, a pentathlon? How many things are we gonna have to do here? Hey, Jank Pickle. All right, we got 5 now. 5 out of 10. That's really good. On the second section, Mangor, Germdove, Jank Pickle, B2, and Halcyon. But it really is a battle. 7. What? Let's go. Excuse me, 7. My bad. My bad. Thank you, Scouts. Cherry V, always helping us out. Thank you so much. Big shout-outs to the Scouts. Keeping me in line. Sheesh. Sheesh. Glitch. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. But yeah, the battle at the top of the mountain here, Halcyon and B2, just trying to get the strats for that red shell part. They're getting through the turn blocks now. They have a play for it, tricky though it may be. B2, oof, on a good run. Grabbing that shell for a shell jump, grabbing the vine to hang on to. And then, yeah, another shell jump, but a really tricky one. Hey, at least they don't have to climb the murder horn like Homer Simpson when he ate all those power sauce bars. It's the bar with applesauceicity. Yo, could it be Jank Pickle in the lower right-hand corner of our television screen with that huge read at the end? I think it is. I'm positive it is. I believe my own eyes. Jank Pickle, Lego crafter extraordinaire, cat enthusiast and friend to cats, and a really solid Kaizo player and maker. Jank Pickle for the win tonight. Yeah, with the actually just lightning fast, come from behind victory, sneaking out over everyone and reading the final section with that shell jump like a pro. Great work. That's a first place tonight. I think Jank Pickle will be very happy to hear that. I know they've been working really hard to try to up their standings in Romhack race. Well, just nowhere else to go, but you made it. You're number 1. Number 1. We got Prestonator 13, Germdove, B2DE81, Halcyon, working for second place tonight here. Solid level though. You gotta understand. This is tough stuff. Oh, could it be Halcyon? Hey, they're coming in fast now. Let's go. And that was such a tight one. Wow. Wow. And there's a win for Halcyon. That's the podium filling up right behind. What a cool ending. Wow, I really like this. Really like this one. We got Mangor back in here. B2, Germdove, Prestonator. Yo, could we get a shout out in chat for Jank Pickle? I know they're streaming hard. They're working hard to get themselves out there and improve their skills. They're making levels and beating a lot of really tough stuff. I think you would like their stream, and I think they would definitely like to see some folks drop by and say hey. So give a friend a follow. I mean, you can follow everybody here. I recommend it. While we're hanging out, everybody, yo, we were looking for third here. Exclamation leaderboard in chat will show you that Jank Pickle and Halcyon got first and second. But don't forget, you can check out romhackraces.com if you want to play this level for yourself or check out any of our other patches. jump on our Discord and talk shop with us, get some help for your next project. We got a base ROM made by Ampersand. We got all kinds of fun stuff. I'm really glad to have everybody. How are you? Like, how's your day? How's your Saturday? Thanks for being. Just being. You don't have to do anything. There's not a second part to that. Doesn't even need to be ever. Thanks for just being. If you have any questions or want to learn more, please feel free to ask or check out the website. Jank Pickle, are you aware? Are you aware that you won? Great win. Great win. I'm a second that. I don't know if you know this or not, but you know, that first section might have got you down a little bit, but that's a win, my friend. First place tonight. First place with Halcyon in right after you in less than a minute. That is a #1. We're looking for third here. Could it be Mangort, B2, Germdove, or Prestonator? Stay tuned and find out. Yo, Halcyon, thank you so much for the raid. Well played tonight. That's a very strong second. Just behind, less than a minute between Halcyon and BT, or sorry, Jank Pickle. Jank Pickle for the win. Halcyon for the very clean second. Good work. Thanks for the raid. I thought so. That's Jank Pickle's very first. First. There's the first time for everything. But if you're just joining us here, we're looking for third, Mango or B2 Germdove Prestonator. And me and you and everybody. Germdove, yeah, close. I saw that too. Again, if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. We're riding this block snake up, hitting the on-off blocks to keep it going, and then needing to open the turn block, jump in, and then jump out. Really tricky maneuvers, but I love the flow here. Sorry, Flips. You got to buy a comic book first. You gotta at least buy a comic book. All right, I'll buy the comic book. So yeah, check this out. A lot of different kind of strats going on here. We can talk about that for a minute. The certain Germdove has a different strat for the second switch. Certain players have different strats for the grab blocks at the start. And I like how that diversity still kind of gets people through. It can be tricky to figure out, like, how do you prioritize something here? What do? You have a couple of things, but what do you do? And that's, again, what I'm trying to say, like, reduce the points of failure. Pick the strat that has the least amount of work for you, the least amount of inputs. Pick the input less heavy one. Germdove, look out! Oh, that's clean, and they're in the door. Now that's not a free door, but it's pretty free. They could in theory miss that input and just bonk their head on the death ceiling, but they got it. Good job, Germdove. That was excellent. And that's our podium tonight. But feel free to hang out, talk shop with us, cheer on the racers, and let's see how everybody does. Yo, Ender of Games, love to see it. Second section tonight. This is a 6 out of 10. Look at Look at these high skill gamers. Well, hey, you know, while we're hanging out, I'm sure you've already seen, but it's something that's exciting for me, and I like chatting about it. This is the first Romhack race I think we've had since KLDC results have dropped. Great job, everybody. If you haven't seen, the results are out now on SMW Central. Go and check out what Louis and K-Tune and Lungfish myself had to say. It was a really good time, and the winning levels were just ridiculous. I say levels plural because while we did declare a winner, there were a lot of levels that won. You know what I mean? But if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's on SMW Central. And, you know, if you can't get enough level design, or you thought maybe making a nice, clean, good Kaizo level isn't really your jam, I understand. That's why there's QLDC coming up, the questionable level design contest. I am not a judge for that one. I might be making a level. I don't know. Haven't thought of an idea yet, but I will be sitting back and enjoying our friends Kezcade. Let's see, who are the judges? I want to shout them out. Kezcade, Shovda, I think, is a judge. Oth is back as a judge. Our good friend Author Blues, and Amy, Amethyst _rocks on twitch.tv/that username, where you can get your very own moth boop. So you know it's going to be a good time. I am going to be having a splendid time watching all the judging for that, and we'll love to see what kind of questionably hilarious stuff everybody's made. So get your submissions ready. I think the deadline is in February. Hey. Oh, yeah. B2. Oh, the skepticism. Hey, you played well, pal. Oh, you played well. I understand, though. It's all good. Oh, it's good, B2. You did a great job. That's a 37-minute. Nah, I get it, though. I know. I know what that little Mario body language means. It's all good, though. You did great. That was really good. Good clear. Good clear. Good clear. Oh, is Java Brew also a judge for QLDC? I wasn't aware. My bad. When's the questionable Kaizo design contest? Never, hopefully. Never. Never. Not if I have anything to say. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not judging. You all get a 69. If I judge the questionable Kaizo contest, you all get a 69. That's it. Contest over. Everyone tied. What a lovely Saturday night. I hope you all are really feeling fine. If you are enjoying yourselves and you enjoy my commentary, you can drop a follow and come back and see us on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have these races every week. Please feel free to sign up if you're thinking everybody here looks like scrubs and you could do better. I would love to see it. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I would love to see it. There are great Kaizo players among us who might not might think it's a little sus to try to come out. But if you sound like you want to race, they are open to anybody, and I encourage you to sign up just so we know who's going to be on and who to watch. Ah, yeah, see what I did there? Ah. I'm feeling good today. I hope you all are as well. Mangort and Ender going for that end. We've also got Milgrips here and Prestonator. Maybe Kapos could play some kind of group game like that for the holidays. Maybe that'll be our holiday party. How are you all doing? How's your Saturday? What games are you playing? Have you been enjoying Power Up with Pride on twitch.tv/powerupwithpride? A great marathon speedrun going on, speedrun marathon. It's a marathon speedrun of a speedrun marathon going on right now for the Trevor Project. I was watching before the race, and it looks like Kill the Animals might be leading in Metroid. I don't know how I feel about that. So maybe get some donations in the name of the animals. I want y'all to be aware that you know we got our podium tonight. We're hanging out cheering for everybody because that's just how we do it. But holy moly, let's go Prestonator. Oof, that was a good one though. But 40 minutes for a level like this is real solid. I don't want anyone to make the mistake that they're watching bad players or something here. This is some really good consistency and movement for 40 minutes into this level. 2 hours to clear this level is really good. Oh, that was it. Yo-ho, Perestinator. Almost. They just had to get back onto that block snake and then center themselves. Must center yourself. Endeavor. I haven't heard of that one yet. I guess I'll get to see it when it comes out. Good luck. I'm glad everybody's just having fun playing games. I don't know. It makes me happy. Might be a silly thing, I don't know, but I just like when gamers are playing games. Hey, thank you for the raid, Germ Dove. Great job tonight. Good clear. Hey, drop a follow. If we could get a shout out over here for Germ Dove, that's a strong third place tonight. Go and follow Germ Dove on Twitch. They are very cool. Hi, B. Jonas. Kelgan, yo. Thank you so much, Kelgan. Big shout outs for helping us out with the tech, making the bot, helping us behind the scenes with all sorts of stuff, being a real hero for a lot of us. Oh, excuse me, did I get that leaderboard wrong? Well, I could always check with exclamation leaderboard in chat. That would tell us exactly what the leaderboard is. The first place would be Jank Pickle, second place would be Halcyon, third place Germ Dove, and fourth tonight, B2. We are looking for number 5. And it could be any one of us. They could be among us now. Yo, thank you for the raid, B2. Well played tonight. Well played. Could be Mangort. Ow! Here at the end. Y'all play so well. I really want people to know that. I want the racers to know that. I want the audience to know that. You're looking at solid gameplay here. Oh, geez, Prestonator, that was it. That was it. That was actually it. They missed that by a toe. That just a hair, a whisker. They missed that. The block just hadn't fully overwritten the death block yet. What they technically collided with first was the death block. Just hanging that shell jump up a little bit more. That's the thing we don't really discuss that much with shell jumps because it doesn't really come up that often. But when it does, it's really important. Yo-ho! That was solid. Prestonator is in there. And, yo, no hesitation. The big 25. Good job, Prestonator. That's a strong clear. Sub 1 hour, 45 minutes flat. That's good for a 6 out of 10. That is excellently done, and that'll be our 5th tonight. Endless Ascent coming in on the lower right. Ender of Games, Milgrips, and Mangort hanging out with us. But yeah, something you don't really mention that much with shell jumps. So you've got your basic off-the-wall shell jump, right? And you're maybe doing a full jump for that. And by that I mean a jump where you are holding down the jump button for the entire duration of you being in the air. Or at least for the entire duration of the time you're rising upward. So you get the full amount of jump, right? A full jump. But shell jumps can be done in all sorts of ways. You could, for example, do a shell jump at a slightly different angle than usual. There are a few ways to play a farther away angle, a closer angle. There are ways to play with that. You could do a controlled jump and then do a shell jump into a full jump to gauge, waste time, get your angle right, get your position right. And you could also, like, not do a full jump off of the shell you've bounced on. And in this case, what the players want to do when they get all the way up to the top is kind of do a shell jump that wastes an appropriate amount of time. Because they're just hanging out in the air. They have nowhere to stand. And the time is the block snake moving up and riding over those death blocks so that they can stand there. And so what they're going to want here, right, is like a controlled shell jump because the ceiling is tight. But then also like a full jump coming off of it so that they waste the appropriate amount of time. And they want to make sure they do that with a left turn to avoid throwing it through the transparent blocks on the right. Prestinator, thank you so much for the raid. Great race tonight. That was really, honestly, very good. 45 minutes flat and a strong 5th place tonight. Thank you so much. Could we get a shout out too? And this is already, are we going to, wow, Final 4? The Final 4 racers. We got Mangor, we got Milgrips, we got Endless Ascent, and we got Ender of Games. This is an exceptionally tough level tonight with a lot of these very controlled jumps, especially the red shell jump when you're grabbing the vine. That is actually not easy, and that's what I'm talking about with the controlled initial jump for the shell, because you want to, like, be a little bit lower. Oh, geez, Mangort by a toe. Almost had it. Milgrip's trying for it up there. You know, I'm sorry to go on and on about it, but you know, have y'all seen the Mario movie trailer from the Game Awards? You might not be wanting spoilers or anything, but I just can't get over how awesome it looks, and I like sharing that hype with all my friends. If you haven't seen it, boy, you're in for a treat. Or girl, or non-binary friend. If you haven't seen it yet, non-binary, you're in for a treat. Yeah, I big agree on that, GermDev. It's been interesting to see different strats and kind of how they play out for people. I don't know. The Game Awards claim it's like a minute or two clip Ball, but it's really good. I'm a happy inner child. Oh no, Mangort, no! I think they thought they had to do something else. I mean, that's a logical assumption. Aw, jeez. They had it though. He's got to stand still. They'll get back there. They know it now. Yeah, they know it's over. Yeah, here we go. Mangort for the win. They're up, they're down, and they're in that door. Well done. Look at that consistency though. Oh man, and Ender was right there too. You know what? So many people have got that death by a toe. I've seen at least 3 different racers now have that same exact death where they like just didn't land on that block enough, and they died to like the tip, the toe tip. Milgrips, Ender of Games, and Endless Ascent trucking away here. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I don't know. This is it's one of my favorite things to do in the week. I'm really proud that we've been able to go for 220 weeks of Romhack races, and we're not even close to wrapping up yet. We will have another level next week, and I think we also have one on the 24th. That would be Christmas Eve. I believe we do, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But then, just so y'all know, Saturday, the 31st, that's in 1, 2, 3 weeks from today, we are going to be taking just a week off. A lot of folks are going to be out of town for the new year, myself included. And it's nice to just have a time around the shop to get some other stuff done, train some other folks in different roles, and just have some time to clean things up, you know, get ready for the new year, and get ready for 2023 with tons more awesome Romhack races. CO and Borgyman collab on the 24th. That's going to be hype. CO and Borgyman, you saw their last collab at the last GDQ Romhack Relay. Legends of the Hidden Thwimple. They made the very first level. Mangort, yo, thank you for putting in the time. Thank you for the raid. Oh, Ender of Games. That was a solid run, though. Milgrips also using a really nice strategy for the on-off blocks at the start of this section. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze. All right, now that that's out of the way. Yeah, we've seen actually there are apparently no block jump grabs needed in this section at all. And we've seen a couple of different plays for how to deal with the first obstacle in this section. Well, not everyone was doing that. Some Halcyon was doing a grab off the wall, and some other folks were using other strats. Ender of Games. Well done. Look at that. Oh, man. You know, we got 5 minutes to get everybody out of here. 10 racers done in sub-hour on a 6. That's wild. Good job, Ender of Games, getting out alive. Oh, yo, what was I wanted to ask because I was curious. What was everybody's favorite announcement from the freaking Game Awards, and how hyped are you for Earthblade? Me, I'm gonna put it at like I don't know, 12 out of 8, 12 out of 5 or something. Hades 2, another 12 out of 5 worthy hype event. That does look real pretty. I didn't even play the first one, but wow, I saw the trailer and that does look very, very nice. Here goes Mill Grips. Oh, that was good though. Armor Core 6. You think they would have armored it enough by now? But you know, I'm not an armor expert. Yeah, you know, it's like we got 6 layers of armor on this. Mill Grips. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Mill Grips like missed one of the up inputs that would have got them in the door, slipped up a little higher, and got another one. Yeah, Final Fantasy. What's the deal with that? You know, they said it was the Final Fantasy, and then they made 14 of them. You'd think they would know which one was the Final Fantasy. I realized that joke was utterly dumb on my part. The joke is on me here. We are going to hang out for a little bit more because everyone's been so fast tonight. Endless Ascent, making their way up this tower. This is a good level for them. It's fitting with the name. Endless Ascent, probably pretty close, I think, to a clear. Heck, we got 3 minutes to get everybody out of here in sub-hour. Yeah, I'm not sure either if I've seen Mill Grips race before. But GG, and I don't know all my stats. But if that's their first race, that's a very good showing for that. Very solid run for that. Nope, sorry, not last. Afraid not. I don't know. Afraid not. Not last. Nope, that's Endless Ascent hanging out. But you know what? I would say first or last, we're here to celebrate what everybody's doing, and this is still some good gameplay that you're seeing. Sub 2 hour, sub 3 hour for this level is good. These are tough levels. Racers are making them look easy. I mean, I suppose there's a conversation to be had about when, you know, what time on Saturdays to put the races on. We've done them at 8, and that time has seemed to work for a lot of the, I mean, not everyone who is participating, but it seems to work for a lot of the people who are volunteering. To put that on for restreaming, for scouting, it fits in with my Saturday night really well because I just get to kind of hang out. But there is a conversation to be had about that. And that is definitely something that we could discuss in the feedback maybe section on our Discord. We've got that. If folks have ideas or thoughts about that, or really feel like the 8 o'clock start is especially rough, I would like to hear that, and I'd like to hear info about that. Love to get as many folks as we can racing and having that be convenient for people. So, you know, right now we're sort of locked. Not locked, but we're kind of just stuck in the time that we're in. But yeah, it's worth having the conversation. Volunteer staffing, totally. That's kind of the thing. And if folks want to help out with that, you can always sign up to scout races or to do other stuff for us. That is really super helpful, and that's what makes this all go in the first place. Thanks for the raid, Ender. Hope you're doing well tonight. And you know, you all in chat, you were here too. I really appreciate you being around, and I'm glad that we can do this every week. Please feel free to get on the Discord server, check out the website, and just hang out. We got a cool community here, and if you're out there building hacks and you want some help or whatever, that's cool too. We got all that and more on our Discord. Big shout outs once again to the testers. SolveForX made our level tonight, and they made some really, really excellent stuff here. Love it. But we had Walking Eye, RB Pim, Lico, Mithrillionaire, Fen, and Kerr all pitch in to test. That is awesome. Thank you for that. Really, really kind folks have been stepping up and helping us out with that lately. Of course, Fen on the restream, doing a lot for us around here. Thank you personally, Fen. Really, really appreciate that. Of course, Dr. No and D to the fourth, helping us out with like everything, and Kelgan helping us out with like everything else. Well, you know, we're all sitting over here chatting on Romhack races where you can follow for the races every Saturday night at 8. But, you know, we're watching Endless Ascent here. Why don't we go over and raid our pal Endless Ascent, cheer them on, drop a follow for them for a successful conclusion of the level. We are going to get the raid going here, but the fun isn't over. I hope to see you around on the Discord and such, and of course you can come back on Saturday for another race. Thank you for watching. This is a quick one tonight. Jeez, we got everybody through. I hope y'all are having a really lovely and warm holiday season with people that care about you and whom you also care about. Thanks for hanging out. It's a pleasure to do these, and I hope you have fun. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 Longboy Furret. And the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. I hope to see you around again very soon on Twitch. Go and follow some Kaizo streamers, and I will probably see you around lurking in chat. Have a really good night, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.